Well, forget about endorsing presidents. My next guest says union leaders should be apologizing to you as workers this Labor Day. Mark Mix is the president of the Right to Work Foundation. Now, we tried to get a union representative to come on the show, but no one was available on this Labor Day. All right, Mark, your thoughts.
Well, it's an exciting day for America's workers. Unfortunately, it's not a very exciting day for labor union officials, because labor union officials in America are tending to rely more on legislative action and political activities than they are on representing the workers of America, who are, in many instances, compelled to accept their representation and then, further, to pay them dues as a condition of getting or keeping a job. That's an outrage here in America, and they do owe workers in America an apology.
All right, well, they're not getting it. That is, the workers aren't getting it, and the unions certainly aren't offering it. And the unions turn around, as you know, Mark, and say, well, we really influenced the 2006 midterm elections. Politicians are listening to us. There is heft in the financial support we're getting and the financial clout we're developing. What do you say?
Well, that's absolutely correct. In fact, union officials are expanding their power in the political arena, and the evidence of the report just before this segment, where John Edwards is out there telling union officials across America that if he's president of the United States, he'll eliminate every single right-to-work law in the country, in fact, force all workers to pay dues to get or keep a job. Dennis Kucinich, another candidate for president, albeit a second-tier candidate, indicated that those 22 states that have right-to-work laws, giving workers a chance to choose whether or not to financially support a labor union, won't be able to get any federal money if they maintain their right-to-work status.
But, you know, Mark, if they had the clout they did, they would certainly be showing up in the union representation figures in this country, which is, despite this so-called political influence, has been steadily declining, and certainly their influence at the polls is more hype, I think, of the media than anything else. So workers, if they felt so pressured to join unions, we would see it in higher figures of union representation, and we don't.
Well, that's right. But the problem is that labor union officials have chosen the legislative and political route instead of actually selling a product to America's workers. They have decided that they're going to try to pass a bill in Congress that passed the House of Representatives that would force workers into union by card check, which is simply intimidating a worker to sign a card, and once they sign that card, the union's automatically recognized as the representative in the bargaining unit. They've decided they're going to force workers to accept their political choices, even those workers that are forced to pay dues.
So you're saying to workers unaware that this legislative push, they could be snookered into joining a union they don't want to be a part of.
Absolutely, and that's been the premise of organized labor officials going back to the 1930s. So Samuel Gompers, the founder of the AFL, said that workers of America adhere to voluntary institutions. Yet in 1935 and since then, American union officials have relied on compulsion and coercion to pad their ranks. And frankly, while the numbers are down across America as far as union represented workers, their political power is at an apex at this point. You can tell
it is at an apex because everyone's kissing up to him. All right, Mark, thank you very, very much.
Neil, it's a real privilege. Thank you.